Hey guys, welcome back. Today we'll check on how to update tuple items. Now in Python, tuple is an immutable sequence. You know that. We have been seeing this since our start videos. Now, once a tuple is created, its elements cannot be changed. We knew that. To update a tuple in Python, you can combine various operations to create new tuple. For instance, you can concatenate tuples, slice them, or use tuple unpacking to achieve the desired result. Now, this often involves converting tuple to a list, making the necessary modification, and then converting it back to a tuple. Yeah. So let's try and understand what are the ways in which we can update tuples using various methods. So the first method that we are going to look at is updating tuples using concatenation operator. Yeah. Now it's the same as what we did for the list for adding two list together. Same way we will be having the plus operator to join two sequences. It could be string, list, or tuples, or any other sequence data types. So when applied to tuples, the concatenate operator joins the elements of the two tuples. Yeah. So when we update a tuple using concatenation operator, it creates a new tuple that uh, combines the original tuple and additional element. Now, since the tuples are immutable, updating tuples using concatenation operator does not modify the original tuple, but instead it creates a new tuple. So in list, what we have seen is we have to create a new, it updates the original list. Yeah. But in tuple, it does not update the original list. Rather, we have to totally create a new tuple. So how we do that? I'll just note this so that you remember. We cannot update, we cannot have a new tuple altogether. So we have to create a new tuple from both the list. So how do we do that? Is suppose I have tuple 1. Yeah. Tuple 1. Yeah. I have an tuple 2. Yeah. I will create a new tuple. So if I say the existing tuple, I'll say tuple 1 is equal to tuple 1, which was my original tuple, plus tuple 2. Yeah. So this way, it is creating a new tuple. It is not actually updating the existing tuple. Yeah. So it is adding this to tuple and assigning this value to tuple 1 again. I could have tuple 3 as well. Yeah. But I'm just for namesake that it is updating the current tuple. And let's say print tuple 1. Yeah? So we are using the plus operator to combine this two tuple and storing it in a new tuple altogether. Rather, even though if the name is the same, but it overrides the entire tuple. So let's see what is the output. We can see it has added the two tuples. Yeah. So and created a new tuple altogether. So it's tuple 1. So I have the updated tuple since I have added it in the same tuple. So this was one way of uh, updating a tuple. Yeah. Another way of updating tuple is through slicing. So updating tuple using slicing. Yeah. So when I'm talking about slicing, in Python, you used to extract portion of a sequence from a tuple or a sequence data type by specifying the range. We have seen this earlier. How do you slice? So usually you have the sequence. So let me give the syntax. So you have this, you have the sequence, and then you have to specify from where to start, where to stop, and how much step you have to jump to get the next character or next item. So start is the index at which slice begins. Yeah. Stop is the index at which slice ends. Yeah. And that is exclusive. If you do not specify, it will take till the end of the elements. Step is the interval between elements in the slice. So if it has to jump from one element to other, we need to specify the step. And that is optional. If you do not specify, it will automatically assume it as one element at a time. So let's understand using the same example. So what I can do is I can have this two tuples and I'll say, suppose I do not want certain elements from tuple 1 and tuple 2. Yeah. So I'll say part 1 equals to all elements till 3. So from 0th element till 3rd element. So this is third means 3 minus 1, that is 2. So 0th element, first element, and the second element. So this is the part of the first tuple. Second part I'm taking from 3 till end. So from 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 till the end of the element. Yeah. So it will take part of this element, part of this element, and then I'm using the concatenation operator, which we have seen in our earlier example, and we'll again join those elements. Yeah. Okay. So let's see how it happens. So what I've done is I have taken part of this element and I want to replace this 4, 5 by 9, 10. So this is how I am replacing it, but I'm actually doing concatenation. I'm creating a new tuple altogether. So tuple 1 is getting replaced by new list, which is new tuple elements. That is 1, 2, 3 from my previous original tuple, 9, 10 from my next tuple, and it is combining to create me a new tuple, tuple 1. So this is my original tuple. Yeah. I want some elements to be added in original. Yeah. Element to consider for new tuple. Consider while updating tuple. And these are again elements from to be considered while updating tuple 1. Yeah. And then I'm combining both. Yeah, create a new tuple, but with the same name as original tuple. So these are the steps we did to create a new tuple since I wanted to replace this elements. Yeah. So this is how you can use various methods. These are tricks rather than methods. These are tricks by which you can tweak a particular method, a particular thing which we cannot do in Python. Yeah. You can always use, there is another method of updating the tuple using list comprehension. Yeah. Updating tuple using list comprehension. So how it happens is as we have seen earlier, list comprehension is a concise way to create a list. Yeah. It allows you to generate new list by applying an expression to each item in an existing iterable. Yeah, it could be list. Now, since tuples are immutable, updating a tuple involves converting it to list first. So what we need to do to use a list comprehension is first convert the tuple to a list. Pretty easy how we do that. So suppose I have this tuple. Let's use the same example. Yeah, this is my original tuple. Now what I'm doing is I'm converting it to a list. So I'll say list of tuple 1. So that will be, I need to specify the keyword list. Hope you know how we convert a tuple to a list, which we have seen in our previous videos of tuple to list. This is where it gets converted. Yeah. Then we'll use the list comprehension. So use list comprehension. So how is list comprehension done? Is we have the updated list now. Yes, updated list of tuple 1, which would be item. I want to add 100 to each element in the above list. So this is the expression for each item within the list. So what is the list? List underscore tuple1. And this is a list. So what we are doing here is, let's understand the formula. We are storing the new list comprehension, the new list created in updated list. How the list comprehension work is, it is taking each item and adding 100 to it. Yeah. So this is my expression for list comprehension. Then we have the for loop, which goes through each item within the above list that we have created. Yeah. We have converted a tuple to a list. Yeah. And from where? From the list which we have created earlier. So it has created a new list. Now, what we are doing is we are converting this tuple list back to tuple. So I have to say tuple. I have to say tuple of updated list. Remember, when I'm converting tuple to a list, I'm enclosing it within square brackets. Whereas when I'm converting list to tuple, I am enclosing it within parenthesis. Yeah. So I have my new list with the updated tuple. So I'll print tuple 1 as well, and let's print the updated tuple as well. This is the original list, original tuple. Yeah. And this is below is the updated tuple. Yeah. Let's print both. Let me see where I have gone wrong. Item plus 100 for item in list underscore Q1. Where is the error? Oh, I have to not in square brackets. I have to put it in parentheses only. I'm very sorry. When you're converting it, it's casting that we are doing. I'm really very sorry on that. So you have to keep it in parentheses only. So you see this? So my original tuple was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wherein my new tuple, which is created by adding 100 to it, is 101, 102, 103, 104, and 100. Yeah. So this is how there are workarounds to update a tuple since those are immutable. So what we did in this particular example is we converted the tuple first to a list, updated the list, and again converted the list back to tuple. Yeah. There's another method that we can use is by append. Yes. So updating tuple using append function. So what happens is the append function is used to add single element to the end of the list. Yeah, we know this. But again, we have to convert this particular tuple to a list and then append them. Yeah. Now suppose I have the same tuple. Yeah. I'm converting it to list. Yes. Then I have this new element. So suppose I have this new or a tuple 2. Yeah. Okay. Now what I have to do is I have to append this particular list. Yes. For that, I need to add all the items in append. So I have to do the for loop. For append, you remember we have to update using the for loop. So for item in tube 2, list or updated list dot append by item. Yes. So what I'm doing here is I have initialized my tuple 1, which is my original tuple. I have converted it to a list. I have got this new tuple, which has to be added in my original tuple. Yeah. List underscore tube one. Now what I'm doing is I am appending list tube one dot item by each item that I get from tube two. That is my tuple two. Yeah. Once I get this, updated tuple list, I am again converting it back to tuple. Yeah. So let's see the output. Yeah. So here is my original list, and the next items from my tuple 2 have automatically got appended to the end of the list or the end of the tuple. This is how you update items in tuple. Again, as I said, there is no direct method. There are workarounds by which it could be done. Yes. So the idea here is to first convert the tuple to a list and then use the list to update items and then convert it back to tuples. Yes. So we saw 4 methods by which you can update the list. It's through concatenation operator, through slicing, through list comprehension, and through append function. Hope you understood this concept and you'll use it for your data analysis. Hope you like this video. Do like, share, comment. If you have any views on this video, if you want to share anything important which would be helpful to other learners, do subscribe to my channel so that you can keep on getting this kind of helpful videos directly to your inbox. Thank you so much.